He has an ego. I have a personality. There's a difference.
Oh. And that's the personality at work.
Did all this tile work here. And if you look at it really carefully, this was, I said, I want a nice place to lay down after I come out of taking a nice hot bath. So you lay down over here, and then he sculpted all this. Michael Stassi did all the concrete work underneath. Michael Stassi laid out everything. Francesco tiled it. He said to me, I can do it in 3 weeks. I says, okay, that's great, 2 or 3 weeks, great. He said, yeah, I can do it in 3 weeks. I said, okay. Look what you gotta do here. Look at these beautiful curves. And also here, I designed this of the Hadrian's castle, Hadrian's villa. And Hadrian was an emperor of Rome. And he had this big villa, and he had about 20 of these. And every morning there'd be a beautiful boy, a beautiful girl, and he'd have his pick for the day. So I said to myself, well, I don't want the boys, but I'll take the girls. So I put the one over here, and I designed this just like Hadrian's. And only Hadrian's goes a whole block long and around, see? And then I don't know if you can see in here, but then when you go along the road in the Catholic countries, you come into the bathroom, and you sit down over here, see? Like you have the Virgin Mary and those little arcs.
How do we get light in here?
You can't, it's broken. So anyway, we get an arc here, and we have 2 shower heads. And this is the arc in here. But this is really a magnificent work of art. This whole thing here. This is Mount Fuji. A friend of mine designed that stained glass window for back here. And this used to be one solid hot tub, see? And my father got an infection in his ear called Pseudomonas and almost died from hot tubs, which is very dangerous. That's something that people have to be very careful for. So I said, forget it. I made a beautiful bathtub here for 2 or 3 people who want to play in the bathtub, and one little bathtub over here if you want to be in the bathtub by yourself. So I made it into a double bathtub.
So this is a communal bathtub. Can be.
It depends on how you see it. And over here used to be just one sink. We had, the toilet was right here, and the sink was here. Then we redesigned this whole bathroom to make a nice arch, because I really feel that, when you're in a bathroom, it should be as comfortable as your dining room, because it's important what goes in is what goes out. So I made a nice little throne right here, a king's throne, so when you go to the bathroom, see? So you got a nice throne with your light in here, and just building up. And by the way, none of this is all 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch wood. This is all zebra wood.
Wow.
This here is a Venetian finish done by Caroline, who's one of the, I call it Caroline Faux. This is a Venetian finish. This is so beautiful in here with all tiles. And this is all mahogany up here. And Paduke, mahogany. This is all zebra wood.
Wow. And this is zebra wood here, the throne?
This is all zebra wood. And inside the zebra wood is redwood. And this is all mahogany up in here. And that's all mahogany in the ceiling.
Just incredible.
I mean, people can't even get wood to do this kind of work anymore.
Yeah.
And these beautiful Italian sinks and Italian fixtures. Marin, his father is a big banker. He and his crew. He died from meth. All this over here. All this, Francesco designed and built all that wall around there. Everything here.
So tell me again about this artistic wall over there. I'm recording it this time.
But this artistic wall. Yeah. We had, this was all a concrete wall. And then we looked at it and said, you can't have concrete there, right? So we decided, I said, oh, I remember. I was in a little village in Italy. That was a baker's. This looks like a baker's oven. I saw that baker's oven idea, and we put it there because underneath there used to be the meter to read the electric lights. So we covered that all up in a beautiful brick wall.
Wow.
Yeah. And I did all the brickwork up here. I did all the brickwork on the deck. I did that all myself. Then we built this first cabin here. It was the first one to be built. Michael Stassi built that one. 25 years later, I added on a full, complete kitchen on this one, so that's here. That over there was the second cabin to go up. And that's a beautiful cabin on the inside. That's a big loft up there, over there. The third, then we, Laura Allen, Huey Lewis, Bill Chaplin from the Sons of Chaplin, two guys from the Doobie Brothers. They all worked here, digging out under here, and most of them lived here for like 6-8 months to a year. Then this one we did this whole thing here. 8 solid months of work to do this and build a cabin downstairs, and then the carport and the cottage over there. And Francesco said, keep moving it back, move it back. I said, okay. We kept moving it back until we pushed the cabin all the way in the back over there. And then we added on this beautiful piece here. If you look on the inside of this, it looks like a boat. It's all designed, it's cut like a diamond, where arc shaped. And then we added that bedroom back there. It used to be my bedroom, and then the ceiling over there. And then we added on this piece here. And 15 years later, we extended it all the way over to that way. Put it up here.
And that became your bedroom.
And that became my bedroom. Yeah. Well, I got relegated to the tower. It used to be called the tower, and I gave my kids both of those rooms, which was once my bedroom, and my office became Isadora's room upstairs and Julian's room downstairs. And then we designed all this.
Amazing.
You know, we did all this brick. I don't remember who did this brickwork here. You know, but I usually know everybody that worked here. Michael Stassi designed those skylights. Those skylights are really beautiful. It gives that whole place an oriental feeling. You know, and then we did the inner work, the designs of the ceilings on the inside,
Ready?
Now remember, Francesco, we're going to paint that outside. I'm not going to leave it non-painted, so I'm not going to go get any finished redwood and then paint over it.
That sounds like a Francesco move.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, I gotta get the window.
Francesco just did the whole outside of the pool.
What did he do?
He put plaster all outside the pool.
Oh, the gray?
Yeah, the gray.
Oh,
He just did that.
because it was leaking or what?
Cracking.
And the bottom of it is all molded as well, I
Yeah,
see.
sculpted, yeah. The bottom is done in Pebble Tech, but that's not nothing to do with Francesco. That was Pebble. See how he built that arch and that grotto underneath there?
So Francesco did all that?
Francesco did all that. He did all that brickwork. He did the arc underneath there, and there's a bench underneath there. You sit underneath
Now
the grotto.
the key to this brickwork,
Yeah.
you don't see it as distinctive when I finished it because of this fence. But before the fence went on, you look at the brickwork edge. You look at the edge of the brickwork, and that's the key to really having a fine outcome. If you look at the edge of the brickwork, it's a perfect curve. And that's how I would lay the brick, come up here, go back down, and make sure that my edge, see all the edges? The edge on
Yeah.
the arch underneath the bridge. And just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, all the years that I worked for my father, Dad, can I lay a brick? Shut up! Go get me this. Go get me that.
Like he does to me.
So my
Get
dad,
this, get that. Go up here,
Never
go over there.
my dad
It
never
sends
let
me
me
down.
lay.
2 minutes later, go down again.
My dad never let me lay a brick, ever. Hand him a brick, go get the cement, everything but lay a brick. So this is my very first brick job.
You're very
Really?
focused.
You never told me that.
I never my dad, I told you, you know that. And it's the wall that you can't see. Behind those bushes
It's
is
beautiful
the
too.
wall that you can't see it. And then
I mean, I have bricklayers that are considered tops in Marin.
Yeah.
They're amazed with this work.
Yeah.
They're amazed with the work that he does.
Yeah.
You know, his work is incomparable. I mean, he's the best, but you need to have another anatomy to deal with this, because it's like it's so old world, you know, but the quality and the end result, could you say it's worth a tumor? I don't know. Gonna dirty in 2 seconds.
Yeah. What do you want? How long have you been working on this house, John?
5 days, 4 days.
On this house or
Yeah.
this project?
Oh,
The
house.
house. The
Since
house.
1969.
69. And when
Yes.
you bought it, it was a shack?
It was a condemned shack when I bought this place.
Yeah.
It was a condemned shack. And,
And how long have you known this character?
I'd say
1973.
44 years maybe. Oh my God.
44 years, the Good Karma
44
Cafe.
years.
44 years of bliss.
Yeah, total.
The Good Karma
Total bliss.
Cafe. But
Total.
in fact, the Bad Karma
You,
Cafe.
you don't need to do yoga knowing Francesco.
So what's the project you guys are working on now?
What we're working on now is how to cope with
Each
when
other.
you take that step beyond aggravation. You know, there's a step that you take that goes beyond aggravation to. It's a very blissful state. But I have to admit, his ways of doing things are primitive, but when the result is done, it's the best.
Yeah.
It is
yeah.
the best. There's
Well,
no question.
you
about
guys are teachers for each other, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty wise guy, and wise in the sense that he knows a lot about life. And I enjoy his company. I love him very much. He's my
We're
close
wise
friend.
guys.
Wise guys. So what are each of your lessons in life in working and knowing each other with this long friendship that you've had?
Well, for me, is to really be meticulous about the things you do. And so you don't have to go back and do them over again. That's what I learned from Francesco.
And how about you, Francesco? What did you learn working with John on this project over the decades?
Every moment I have to let go of what I think is and learn the art of, another point of view.
Yeah, he has to learn the art of listening.
He has to learn the art of listening.
I'm a
Listen.
very good listener.
Yeah, he doesn't listen.
Very good listener.
And what,
And Portia, what's it like being in the middle of
of
this
these
dynamic?
two crazy men? I love it. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mwah.
Mwah. Thank you.
All right.
See you.